Hi students, this is Srinivas. I am working as an assistant professor in Paida College PG courses, Visakhapatnam. Today I am going to teach you a very important topic as far as management is concerned, that is operations research. Now I am going to teach you simplex method. So we have a LPP problem, that is maximum z equal to 10x1 plus 5x2. Subject constraints 3x1 plus 3x2 less than or equal to 36. 2x1 plus 6x2 less than or equal to 60 and 5x1 plus 2x2 less than or equal to 50. With non-negative the constraints x1 comma x2 greater than or equal to 0. Okay guys, so we are going to solve this problem by using simplex method. So the first step is all of you. First we have to check the object function is in the form of maximization or minimization. It is a maximization, so we will move on to the next step. If it is minimization, convert it to maximization. Why we have to convert it to maximization? Every company is looking for maximize the profit. So obviously the given problem, the given object function is in the form of maximization. The next step is all of you. So we have to make these inequalities into equalities by introducing slack variable. Why? Because this is all about the what you call as less than or equal to. So all of you, so to make the inequalities into equalities by introducing slack variable called s1, that is 3x1 plus 3x2 plus s1 is equal to 36, and the second one, that is 2x1 plus 6x2 plus s2 is equal to 60, and one more 5x1 plus 2x2 plus s3 is equal to 50. Now we are going to change these inequalities into equalities by introducing slack variable s1, s2, s3. Now we have a stand form of matrix. So the stand form of matrix is of you x equal to b. Now I am going to represent all the above equations in terms of the stand form of matrix x1, x2, s1, s2, and we have s3. That is the coefficient. So the coefficient of x1 is 3. The coefficient of x2 is again 3. We have s1 in in the first equation we don't have s2 and s3. So it will be 0, 0. In the second one, then again 2, 6, we don't have s1 in the second equation, so that is 0, and this one is 1, and this one is 0. And the last one, that is 5, 2, we don't have s1 and again s2, so the cost will be 0, 0, and for the coefficient of s3 is 1, and this is all about a, and we have declared all the equations, so that is x1, x2, s1, s2, s3, and with the x equal to b, that is b is all of you 36, 60 and 50. These are the standard form of matrix. So all of you, so what are the row and column of this? So that's 1, 2, 3 rows we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns in this. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows and only one column. The matrix multiplication is applicable when we are going to multiply any sort of a matrix with the number of columns in the first matrix is equal to the number of rows in the second matrix. If you are going to multiply these two, that is 3x1 plus 3x2 plus s1 equal to 36. So this is all about the equation. If you are going to multiply 2x1 plus 6x2 plus 0s1 plus 1s2 plus 0s3 equal to 60. This is all about. In the same way, the process will continue. Now, the modified objective function. The modified objective function is, all of you, max z equal to 10x1 plus 5x2. So these are the given objective function. Now we are going to modify with the help of the constraint. So we introduce a slack variable now, so the cost will be 0. And for S2 also the cost will be 0, and for S3 also the cost will be 0. Why? Because we introduced 3 slack variables, so obviously the cost of the introduced variable should be 0. Now we have to consider the first iteration table, that is the first iteration table. That is, we have CB, YB, XB, and all the variables x1, x2, s1, s2, and s3. So we have a variables x1, x2, and all these slack variables s1, s2, and s3. What is CB? That is cost of the introduced variable. YB means introduced variables, and XB means ax equal to b, that is the constants. and we have a Cj. That is, what is Cj? The modified object function cost. So the cost of x1 is 10 in the problem given. The cost of x2 is 5. We introduced variables cost will be 0, 0, 0. The next we introduced yb. So that is, in yb we introduced the first equation, we introduced s1. In the second equation we introduced s2. In the third equation we introduced s3. The introduced cost variables will be 0 like this. S1 0, S2 0, in the same way S3 0. And Ax equal to B, we have B is 36, 60 and 50. Now we have to represent the total matrix here. That is 3, 3, 1, 0, 0, 2, 6, 0, 1, 0. 5, 2, 0, 0, 1. We have an item matrix. So that is 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. And after this we have a very important 3 steps here. That is maximum of z. The formula for maximum of z is summation cb into xb. So that is all of it. So that is summation cb into xb means 0 into 36 0 plus 0 into 60 0 plus 0 into 50 0. Why it is a plus? It is all a summation. So simply we have to multiply CB into XP, that is 0 into 36 plus 0 into 60 plus 0 into 50, that is the final answer is 0. And after we have a formula that is ZJ. ZJ equal to summation CB into XZ. That is simply how to multiply CB with XJ value. So that is X1, X2, S1, S2, S3. That is 0 into 3, 0. Summation is plus 0 into 2, 0 again plus 0 into 5 again 0. So that is I'm running the summation z equal to 1. So if I put z equal to 1, that is x1. So I'm going to multiply cb into x1 first of all. So just to calculate the value is 0. In the same, if I put z equal to 2, that is cb into x2. So that is cb into x2 means I'm going to multiply cb values with x2. 0 into 3, 0 into 6 plus 0 into 2, obviously 0. When we are going to multiply with 0, the values will be 0. So again the tempo will continue. So that is 0, 0 and 0. And finally we have a net evaluation condition Zj minus Cj greater than or equal to 0. Here we have Zj and we have Cj here, that is 0 minus 10, that is minus 10, 0 minus 5, again minus 5, 0 minus 0, that is again 0 minus 0 and again 0 minus 0. Here the net evaluation condition is not satisfied. So the word itself saying iteration. So iteration means we are going to repeat the conditions like anything until this condition is satisfied. So here in this case the condition is not satisfied. So we have one more table for this. So in this case we have to take minus of maximum. From the minus we have to take the maximum. So we have minus 10 and minus 5. If you take minus as common, that is 10 and 5. So that is minus of maximum is 10. After this we have a minimum ratio rule. That is, the minimum ratio rule is xb by xj. So xb by xj. So j means, so this arrow will indicate x2. So simply I am writing xb by x1. For example, if you have here minus 15, so we have to consider this value. So in this case we have to put xb by, so this arrow will indicate x2. So we have to put x2. Clear? So xb by x1. So what is xb? 36 by 3. So that is 36 by 3 is all of you 12. And one more, that is 60 by 2 is 30. And finally we have 50 by 5, that is 10. So in this case we have to take minus of maximum. In this case we have to consider plus of minimum. So we have to consider plus of minimum. So in this the minimum value is 10. So obviously this is all about the key element. So from this, if you combine these two arrows, the value should be key element. So because of this key element, we are going to not satisfy this condition, that is Zj minus Cj. So we have 3 steps for the next iteration table. First step is all of you, we have to make this key element as unity by dividing itself. First we have to make this 5 as 1. And make all the elements in the key column has to be 0. So we have to make 3 and 2 both are 0. So we have to use some sort of row operations for this. So we have a second iteration table here. second iteration table. So as usual we have CB, YB, XB, X1, X2, we have all other variables S1, S2, S3. And we have a Cj, that is 10, 5, 0, 0, 0. In this case, x1 is incoming vector and s3 is outgoing vector. So these are the key elements. So obviously, x1 will be here and s3 will be the outgoing vector. For example, 3 is a key element, for example. Then obviously, x2 will be the incoming vector and s1 will be the outgoing vector. In this case, x1 will be the incoming vector and s3 will be the outgoing vector. So obviously here I am going to write the first value x1. The cost of this x1 is 10 here. So already I told you we have to make the key element into unity by dividing itself. So we have a key element 5. So we are going to divide this entire row by 5. For example, if you have a 4, you have to divide this entire row by 4. So in this case we have a 5. So obviously we are going to divide this entire row by 5. That is 50 by 5, that is 10. 5 by 5, 1. 2 by 5, that is again 2 by 5, that is 0 by anything again 0, 0 by anything again 0, and 1 by 5. So we are going to make this key element as unity by dividing itself. Now we have to make all the elements in the key column has to be 0. And there is no operation for S1, S2. So obviously the S1 and S2 variables will be as usual, the cost will be 0 and 0. Now we have to make all the elements in the key column has to be 0. Okay, so first I am going to make this 3 as 0. So what you have to do is you have to do some sort of a rough work. So I'm using here. So we have to make this 3 as 0. So first write this row, that is 36, 3, again 3, 1, double 0. Already we made this. So consider this one, that is 10, 1, 2 by 5, 0, 0, 1 by 5. So we have to get 0 here. Here we have 3. So without loss of generality, I am multiplying this second row into 3. If you have 4, multiply with 4. If you have a 10, multiply with 10. So that is 3 into 10, that is 30. 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6 by 5, 3 zeros are 0, 3 zeros are 0, and again 3 by 5. Now I am going to subtract these two, that is minus. 36 minus 30, that is 6. 3 minus 3, that is 0 as usual. 3 minus 6 by 5, that is 3 minus 6 by 5, that is 15 minus 6, so that is 9 by 5. 1 minus 0 again 1, 0 minus 0 again 0, and 0 minus 3 by 5, that is minus 3 by 5. So we have to write this entire row here, that is 6, 0, 9 by 5, 1, 0, and minus 3 by 5. Now, so all of you, we are going to make this key element as unity and make all the elements in the key column has to be 0. So already we made this 3 as 0. Now, we have to make this 2 as 0. So, the same tempo we have to apply here all of you. So that is, consider the value, that is 2, that is the entire row, that is the second row. 60, 2, 6, 0, 1, 0. Again we have to consider the key row, that is 10, 1, 2 by 5, 0, 0, 1 by 5. So we have a 2, we have a 1. So we have to get 2 here. So with the loss of generality, I am ending with 2. 2 tens are, that is 20, 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4 by 5, 0, 0, 2 by 5. So now I am going to subtract these two. 60 minus 20, that is 40. 2 minus 2, that is 0. 6 minus 4 by 5, that is 6 minus 4 by 5. 30 minus 4, that is 26 by 5. 0 minus 0, 0. 1 minus 0, that is 1. 0 minus 2 by 5, minus 2 by 5. So I am going to write here, that is 40, 0, 26 by 5, 0, 1, minus 2 by 5. After this, as usual, we have to represent those three equations. So that is all of you That is, we have maximum of z equal. What is the formula for maximum of z? All of you, that is summation CB exceed. Again, I'm going to check all the conditions here. 0 into 6 0. Again 0. 10 tens are 100. Now we have a formula again. ZZ. What is the formula? That is CB into XJ. 0 0. 10 ones are 10. 0 0. 10 twos are 20. 20 by 5. That is 4. 0 0 0. Again 0, that is again 10 into 1, that is 10 by 5, that is 2. Now we have a net evaluation condition, that is Zj minus Cj greater than equal to 0. 10 minus 10, that is 0. 4 minus 5, that is minus 1. Again 0 minus 0 0, 0 minus 0 0, then again 2 minus 0 again 2. And in this case also, the net evaluation condition is not satisfied. In the first latest table we have two negatives. In this table we have only one negative, so we make sure that in the third table we are going to satisfy this net evaluation condition, that is Zj minus Cj greater than equal to 0. So the same process of you, we have to consider minus of maximum. Luckily we have only one value, that is minus 1 only. After this we have a minimum ratio rule as usual, xp by, in this case, so this arrow will represent x2. That is xp by x2, that is 6 by 9 by 5. The answer is out of you 3.3. Again, that is 40 by 26 by 5. That is 7.6. And we have, that is 10 by 2 by 5. That is obviously 25. So in this case, we have to consider plus of minimum. So what is plus of minimum from these three? Obviously 3.3 is 7.6, 25. So obviously 3.3 is plus of minimum. So now if you combine these two, that is 9 by 5 is the key element. In the previous problem we got 5 as the key element. So because of this 5, we are unable to satisfy this net evaluation condition. Now we have a 9 by 5. So we have to make this key element as unity by dividing itself. So 9 by 5 is the key element. So in order to divide with 9 by 5, it's better to multiply with 5 by 9. And one more condition, x2 is incoming vector, s1 is outgoing vector, and make all the elements in the key column has to be 0. Now we have the final iteration table is here. Again, that is CB, YB, XB, X1, X2, S1, S2, S3. Let's hope that in this table we are going to satisfy the net evaluation condition. And here that is we have a Cj, that is 10, 5, 0, 0, 0. Now so all I told you, x2 is incoming vector, s1 is outgoing vector. So x2 will be here. The cost of x2 is 5, and there is no changes for s2 and x1. The cost of s2 is obviously 0, and the cost of x1 is 10. We have to make this key element as unity by dividing them. So in order to divide with 9 by 5, I am going to multiply with 5 by 9. That is 6 into 5 by 9. That is 6 5 is 30 by 9. That is 10 by 3. 0 is 0. So 9 by 5 into 5 by 9, that is 1. That is again 5 by 9. So obviously 0 is 0. And again minus 3 by 5 into 5 by 9. That is 5 gets cancelled. 3 ones again that is minus 3 by 5 into 5 by 9. That is obviously 5 gets cancelled. 3 ones 3 threes that is minus 1 by 3. Now we have to make this 26 by 5 as 0. So all you have to do is you have to take some sort of a rough. That is we have to make that value. So take the second row, that is 40, 0, 26 by 5, 0, 1, minus 2 by 5. So already we made this as the identity, that is 10 by 3, 0, 1, 5 by 9, 0, minus 1 by 3. Now I am going to make this value as 0. So we have 26 by 5. Without loss of generality, I am multiplying this second row by 26 by 5. Yeah, all of you. So I am going to multiply 10 by 3 into 26 by 5. That is obviously 52 by 3 now I am going to subtract these two. So 40 minus 52 by 3. So that is 120 minus 52 by 3, that is 68 by 3. 0 minus 0 is 0, and 26 by 5 minus 26 by 5, that is 0. 0 minus 26 by 9, that is 26 by 9. 1 minus 0, that is 1. Minus 2 by 5. Minus into minus plus 26 by 15. So obviously the LCM is 15. 5 3, so that is minus 6 plus 26. So that is 20 by 15. So 20 by 15 means 5 4s are 20. 5 3s are 15. That is 4 by 3. Now I am going to write this entire row in the second row, that is sort of here. So that is, I am going to write this entire row, that is 68 by 3, 0, again 0, again minus 26 by 9, one more 1 and 4 by 3. Now we have to make the remaining value as 0. So we made the key element as unity, so that is 9 by 5 as unity, and make this 26 by 5 as 0. Now we have to make 2 by 5 as 0. So as usual, first we have to write that entire row in your rough sheet, that is 10. We have 1, 2 by 5, 0, 0, 1 by 5. Now we have to consider the key row, that is once again 10 by 3, 0, 1, 5 by 9, 0, minus 1 by 2. So we have 1 by 5, sorry, take a part, we have a 2 by 5 here, we have 1. So without loss of generality, I am multiplying with 2 by 5 here. So that is 20 by 15, that is 20 by 15 means all of you, so as usual 4 by 3. So that is 4 by 3 here, 0 to the 0, 2 by 5, 5 gets cancelled, 2 by 9, 0 to the 0, minus 2 by 5 3s are 15. Now we have 2 by 5 and again 2 by 5. So without loss of generality, I am subtracting these two. 10 minus 4 by 5, that is 10 minus 4 by 5, that is 30 minus 4, that is 26 by 3. 1 minus 0, 1. 2 by 5 minus 2 by 5, 0 as usual. So that's what we are looking for. 0 minus 2 by 5, that is minus 2 by 5, 0 minus 0, 0. And 1 by 5 as usual, 1 by 5 minus into minus plus. So that is 1 by 5 plus 2 by 15. So LCM is 15, 3s are plus 2s are. That is 5 by 15, that is 5 1s are, 5 3s are, 1 by 3. Now I am going to write this entire row in the third row, that is 26 by 3, 1, 0, minus 2 by 9, 0, 1 by 3. Now I am going to rub this. So we made this key element as unity and all the elements as 0, and the next 3 steps, so that is obviously the maximum of z. So that's why this table call it as the iteration table, that is we are going to repeat the same formula once again and again, that is summation CB into XB, that equal to, that is 50 by 3 plus 260 by 3. So the LCM is 3, that is 310 by 3, the final. And we have a ZZ. The formula is summation CB into XJ, 0, 0, 10, 5, 0, and again 0, that is 5. 5 is 25 by 9, that is 25 by 9 minus 20 by 9, that is simply 5 by 9. And one more, 5 into 0, 0, 0, and again 0, that is simply 0. Minus 5 by 3 plus 10 by 3. Minus 5 by 3 plus 10 by 3. So obviously 5 by 3. Now finally the net evaluation condition Zj minus Cj greater than or equal to 0. 10 minus 10, that is 0. 5 minus 5, this is all about 0. 5 by 9 minus 0, that is again 5 by 9. 0 minus 0, 0. And 5 by 3 minus 0, again 5 by 3. So obviously all of you here, we are going to satisfy this net evaluation condition. So all the values are positive. Hence we can conclude that maximum So the given objective function is all of you checking here. So the given objective function is maximum of z equal to 10x1 plus 5x2. So that equal to 10 into, yeah, what is the value of x1 here? 26 by 3 plus 5 into, what is the value of x2? 10 by 3. So that is 260 by 3 plus 50 by 3. That is 310 by 3. So obviously, so we got this answer 310 by 3 here. And if you put the values of x1, x2, obviously this is satisfied. Hence the conclusion, all of you. A company could make a profit of 310 by 3 the value if you are going to fix the values of x1 as the product is, so that is 26 by 3 and x2 is how much, 10 by 3, then obviously a company could make a profit of in the form of maximization, that is 310 by 3. Thanks a lot for watching this. All the best.